taking, just don't dig and live. Don't take it personal.
Hey y'all, it's Carlyn. Welcome to my channel. So today I am doing another silk press on my hair, but I'm using different products today. I want to try out these products from the Press Play collection. So as you can see, I've already washed my hair. I've already conditioned it. But now I need to put some leave-in in my hair and also detangle it. But the line, as far as I know, doesn't come with the leave-in, so I'm just going to use the TGIN green tea. I'm reading it, green tea super moist leave-in conditioner. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. But I also wanted to talk to y'all just about, oh, before I get started on that, y'all know I did do a silk press however long ago that was, and I tried some new products from ChatGPT. But as you can see, my curls, they look pretty good and intact, so I guess all the products worked and it doesn't look like I have any heat damage, so that's a good thing. Like I said, as far as me washing my hair, let me go ahead and talk about the products right quick that I did use, the shampoo and the conditioner. My hair feels like so soft. The leave-in, I mean not the leave-in, but the conditioner said to keep it on for about 3 to 5 minutes, but I ended up, you know, putting a shower cap on my head and eating, so it was probably on my head for like 30 minutes. So I don't know if that made a difference, but it feels really good. But as I was saying, I wanted to just talk to y'all about, you know, a certain subject, because I want to get to know y'all. I want y'all to get to know me a little bit better. So I want to know, like, how many of y'all feel like y'all suffer with social anxiety? And I know some people will probably be like, yeah, I'm shy or I'm quiet, but it's a little bit different, even though it's kind of the same in a way, but there is like a difference. So social anxiety is more so when you have fear or anxiety about being in social interactions. And I bring this up because I feel like I might have, or I feel like there's pretty much no doubt in my mind that I have social anxiety. Now, I haven't like been diagnosed by like a doctor or anything, but I did take a little online test. This was a while ago. I found a test online for like social anxiety, and I took it and the results came back. It was just like, yeah, your social anxiety level is severe. And I answered all the questions, you know, as best as I could. I didn't lie about anything, and the results came back severe. And I've kept saying, like, you know, I'm gonna go to a doctor and just get diagnosed, because I think that's what you need to do, like get diagnosed for social anxiety to try to get help and treatment. But I just haven't done that yet for some odd reason. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just don't feel like it's that important. It's not like it's life or death or something. It's not like I'm gonna die. It's not like I'm gonna die if I don't get treated for it or something. But I think I will eventually. But I don't know if that's just me saying like I think I could get treated, or I think I could work on it on my own, or I'm not even that worried about it. And maybe that's what I'm trying to decide. I really don't know. But as for now, the online test kind of just told me what I needed to know, as far as, like I said, right now. Like I said, it's not life or death, so I'm not too concerned about it right now, although it can like affect relationships and friend building, which we talked about on here before. But I don't think my problem is one-on-one settings, because when I meet people from like Bumble or something like that, it's not like group settings, although I have done meetup groups and those were challenged. When there's more than one person, like that's when the problem starts to come in for me. Like one-on-one, I do just fine, but when you start bringing more than one person, then it's different. But also, if I was hanging out with a group of girls and I handpicked everyone, that would be different. But going into like a group of strangers, or you just have this one friend and they're like, hey, you want to come out with me and my friends? And then that's when I start getting like scared, like scared for real. Like, and then I start thinking about like, oh, what if, I start overthinking, like, what if they don't like me? Or what if they think this? What if they think that? What if I say something and they just like, what if I try to make a joke and nobody laughs? It's just all this overthinking and just fear about, just the dumbest stuff. And it's just like, all of that stuff shouldn't even matter. One, because it's just like, you want to impress people, but it's not like, not impressed, but you want people to like you. I mean, who would really just go into a situation and just be like, oh, I hope they don't like me? I mean, you want people to like you, but it's just like, it shouldn't even really matter that much, because it's just like, if you go into a situation and you're just being yourself and they just don't like you, but that's another thing. But to just have that fear is, if you feel like you just can't say anything because you're just fearful of saying the wrong thing, or them not liking you just because. So I feel like it is something that I really do struggle with. And like I was saying about like the one-on-one, now I know I have said before, like, I've been having trouble making friends and stuff like that, but like I said, I do pretty much, pretty normal as far as not navigating, but being able to easily talk to people when it's one-on-one if I have to. But like I said, when that number gets past one, that's when I start to fear it. But I do feel like it has affected me in making friends some types of way, because I've told y'all that I have used things like Bumble and stuff like that to meet people, and I have used Meetup. And a lot of times, most of the time, when you're going with a meetup group, there's gonna be a group of people, and unless you ask like a friend or something to come with you, it's just like pretty much being thrown into the wolves, because you're not gonna know anybody. It's gonna be a group of people and you're not gonna know not one person. And then there's several times where I have talked to girls on Bumble, and they'd be like, hey, a group of us girls are, doing this or that. And I'm just like, I shy away from it. And it's just like, that would be a good opportunity for me to develop more than one friendship, or at least one, since there's going to be a group of people there. I feel like if it's a group of people, there's a good chance that you should be able to, if we're all coming together trying to meet friends, trying to get to know people, there should be a good chance that there's at least one person there that you like, click with, something that you might, or somebody that you might want to hang out with again. So it's just like, yeah, I shy away from that because of this social anxiety. So it does affect my friend making process a little bit. It does limit it, I'll say that. It limits it, because I never want to go into these group settings. I always I'm like, please, please, please don't ask me to go out with a group. And even besides like stuff like social anxiety, even just being like a shy person, stuff like that, it still like makes you nervous, because it's just like, still, you don't know none of these people, you don't know what kind of people they are. And when it's somebody like a Bumble group or something like that, it's just like, if somebody's inviting you into that situation with these groups of girls, it's just like, I don't know if this is somebody that I, want to pick to hang out with. So it's just like, I don't know. And one thing about it, I won't say that the social anxiety has held me back completely from avoiding those situations, because I have gone, to groups and with girls. Like I said, I've done meetups, so of course that's usually always a group. And then I've done, the bumbles where they're like, hey, me and a few other girls type of thing, and I've done that before. But the thing is about it, I always feel uncomfortable, and I feel like when I feel uncomfortable, you can read it all over my face. Like, as much as I try to hide it or not be uncomfortable, like, I feel like you can tell. So I'm gonna pause this conversation right here, go ahead and start finishing detangling my hair, and then we'll come back and talk some more. So now I'm back, and as you can see, half of my hair is flat ironed or silk pressed, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on the next section. First though, I want to say I actually was making a mistake when I was flat ironing my hair, and I was using, not for my whole head, but some of my head, I was using this bonding polish. But the bonding polish is a heat protection serum too. But I think maybe for like, maybe 1 or 2 sections. I used that when I was blow drying my hair. But I think it should be fine. I hope it's fine. But what I should have been using is this one pass press heat protection spray. I was going to use this to while I was blow drying, and then I was going to spray some more on my hair and use it for flat ironing. So, but I've just been using it just for flat ironing for my whole head. I haven't mixed it up, but it's just like the bottles were sitting right next to each other and they look exactly the same. So I was just picking one up, exactly the same size. So yeah, that's one thing that I don't like, but it's not that big of a deal. I just need to be paying attention. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish, and probably at the end I probably won't even put any polish on it, because as I was spraying it on, I was just like, this is some oily heat protection spray. I was like, my hair is gonna oil up and get all greasy and oily quick. So I'm not gonna put any of that on the end, since it's pretty much all over my hair anyway. But back on what I was talking about, I don't really remember where I left off or what I was saying, so I'm just gonna pick up on just a random spot. So I just wanted to say, when I was saying about going to like all these different group events and stuff like that, and feeling nervous and feeling like people gonna judge me, or are they gonna think I'm awkward and stuff like that. Even though I was nervous and fearful of showing up, I'm still proud of myself for showing up. Because one thing that I don't want to do is, since I don't like that I'm this way, since I don't like the social anxiety that I'm going through, one thing that I don't want to do is avoid the situations, because I feel like that's just going to make it worse. It's just like enabling myself and just accepting it, even though there's nothing wrong with just accepting who you are, because you should always be proud of who you are or love yourself. But it's just like, I don't want to, shy away from social situations. So I always, even though there have been some times where I've just avoided them, and they like I've had some times where people will invite me somewhere and I'm just like, yeah, I want to come, and then they'll be like, well, so and so, then so and so, and this person, that person is going too, and then there's been times where I just haven't answered the text after that. So I'm not saying every time I just show up and, you know, just try to say, you know, I'm just going. Yeah, that doesn't happen every time. But every once in a while, I do try to just go and just see what happens. And sometimes I've actually had a good time. Now, not every time. Not every time that I felt like, oh, I'm so glad I went. But there have been some times where I came back home and I'm like, you know what, I actually had a good time. I'm glad I went. It's been rare that has happened, but it has happened before. So one thing I don't want to do is just create in my mind how I think the situation is going to turn out, because I don't know how it's going to turn out, and it's just like my head and my mind is just always playing tricks on me. What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? Well, what if it turns out good? What if you actually meet a friend? What if you actually have a good time? And it's just like, you'll never know unless you just put yourself out there and see what happens. But nonetheless, it's still scary. So it's just like, I don't know. I just really don't know what to do. But I know I'm not alone. Like, I know I'm not the only one dealing with this. Like, that's the reason that I'm talking about this, is just to let people know that they're not alone with anything that they're going through, or, you know, just stuff that they may be struggling with. And one thing about it is that it could always be worse, you know. I mean, it's, at least it's not something like I was saying earlier, like, it's not anything that, oh, you have social anxiety, you have 30 days to live. Like, it's not anything like that. Which, you know, if anybody's going through anything like that, you know, I am so sorry for you. Like, I've known people who've gone through things, you know, like that in my own life, which I will talk about at a later time. But luckily it's not anything like that. So yeah, I just want to let people, like, they're not alone, like, dealing with stuff like this. I don't know how many times, like, I've either watched a video on YouTube or read some comments on Instagram where somebody will say something like, you know, my most, I don't even know how to word it. Give me a second. Let me just say something right quick. If y'all would notice, like, my camera sliding down, I've recently noticed that I did get a new lens and it's like too heavy for my stand. So yeah, I just got to get a new stand. So until then, you might see, like, in my next few videos, or even some of my previous ones, that it's just been slowly sliding down, but that's what that is. So I got to get that fixed soon. But what I was saying was, one of the things that I'm most, I guess, like, saddened about is that I don't have any friends. Like, I don't have a best friend. I haven't had a best friend for a long time. I haven't made any genuine friends in a long time. But then again, I feel like if they were really genuine, they would still be here, and they're not. So I feel like I've never made a genuine friend, and I feel like I've never really, like, had a true best friend in my entire life. And, like, that's sad. Like, in my entire life, I've never felt like I had a genuine and true friend. Like, I thought it was me. I thought I was alone. I thought I was the only one that didn't have any friends, or didn't have a best friend or something like that. Because, you know, I'll get on social media, and of course, you know, the social media dream, or the social media image, it just makes everything look so perfect. You know, you'll see these influencers, or even just regular people, out with their friends. They're going traveling, and they're going out to eat, and they're going to events together and stuff like that. And I'm just like, damn, like, I'm the only one who doesn't have any friends. Like, everybody else out there is, you know, living life, and, you know, with their friends, and, you know, having a good time. They have good, genuine friends. You know, when people's birthdays come up, they'll have 10-20 people wishing them happy birthday, and they'll share it to their Instagram story and stuff like that. And so, like, yeah, I was shown the illusion from social media that I was the only one out here with no friends. So I don't know if, I feel like I might have said it, like, even though I'm on Bumble and I was on Meetup and stuff like that, I was also on these Facebook groups to, you know, meet people, get out the house, you know, just stuff like that. And a lot of people in these groups were commenting about, you know, pretty much we're talking about how they were in the same boat as me, how they didn't have any friends, or, you know, oh, I just want a friend, you know, for myself, and, you know, just pretty much just, I won't go into detail about it, but pretty much just were saying how they were in the same boat as me. So I was just like, wow, like I didn't know it was so many people who were going through the exact same thing I was. And you know, it made me feel a little bit better, because not that I'm happy that they don't have any friends too, or not that I'm happy that they're in the same boat. I'm just happy to know that, like, I'm not alone. So, because like I said, I thought it was just me. I'm just here thinking like, well, what's wrong with me, and that, you know, I'm the only one who hasn't made any friends, you know. What is it? Like, what am I doing wrong? Or, you know, like, who are these people? If it's not me, then who are these people that I'm meeting? Like, why are all the wrong people getting sent, you know, to me, that aren't meant to be in my life, or that aren't meant to be my friends? So it's just like, that's why I'm talking about this, and I'm bringing it up just to let people know that, hey, you are not alone. Like, it's not just you. You are not the only person going through this. Like, there's a lot of people struggling with this. Sometimes people just don't say it. So yeah, I'm just here to let you know it's not just you. Alright y'all, so I'm finally done with my hair, and I really wish that I would have made a mistake and put this bonding polish on it, because I feel like it messed me up. I feel like my hair would have been like a little bit more silkier and straight without the barrier of all these oils on my hair. I think it would have came out a lot better if I would have made a mistake and did that, but it still looks good nonetheless. I still like it, but I feel like it would have came out more silky and straighter without the barrier of the oil. But here is, I'm gonna go ahead and stand up so y'all can see it all the way to the end. So yeah, it's nice and silky straight. Still happy I bought this new flat iron. So yeah, that's the end of this video, y'all, now that I'm finished. So I just want to close out by saying, you are not alone. Anything that you are going through, trust me, somebody else is going through it too. I'm going to be incorporating more of these like chat, you know, just topics in my other videos while I'm doing my hair. So let me know if y'all enjoy. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you like these types of videos. Let me know if you're going through social anxiety or anything that I've talked about in this video. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.